All right, here we are after the game with Lisa Downs and Ashley Sampson. Unbelievable game today against Canton Bulldogs. You guys talk a little bit about your game plan because it worked pretty darn good tonight.
Well, we knew going into the game that we really had to limit the touches that Hannah Jerrier was going to get,
Yep.
number 45 on the interior, because she's pretty deadly once she's able to get it on the block, and she's also got a great mid-range shot. So I thought Grace and Ashley did a nice job defensively on her. And then we also were limiting them to one shot on their end, which is also something we've been really working hard on, just really making sure that we got a body on them further away from the basket than we have been doing because of the height advantage they had. We really had a focus on that. And then we just offensively took care of the ball. And so we were just scoring in transition, which is where we're most comfortable in the open court. So they did a really nice job of that and finishing strong like Ashley did tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Jerrier's the number 2 scorer in the Hockomock this year, so unbelievable job with her. You know, you guys really negated her because, you know, you're running so much that she kind of got gassed, you know, as the game went on. So some really good stuff there. So Ashley, another unbelievable game, 28 points. I mean, you're inching in on 1,500, you know, as we come towards the end of the season. So unbelievable. So what are your thoughts about, you know, how Canton kind of defended you, and, you know, what did you think about that?
Well, they played zone for most of the game, so the shots were open, and then, like, I got some tips on the ball, so I had a lot of fast break points.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, definitely. What do you enjoy playing more the point, or do you enjoy playing more like the wing where you can shoot more? What's your favorite kind of, because you have the ability to play any position, you post people up, down, low, so what's your favorite?
I don't know. I like both. It depends on the game.
Yep. I mean, you've grown so much over the years. I mean, you know, you were smaller back in the day, and now you've grown so much that you can play all these different positions, so it's kind of fun to watch you.
We have the luxury of having so many talented guards, so we really, I don't really assign them, you know, positions, whatnot. So depending on who gets the tip and who gets the outlet pass, and then we just kind of go off from there. But the great thing about her is that she's gained some muscle mass that she didn't have maybe a year or two ago. So posting up against some of the girls is another luxury I have, that I can. She'll have the height, and she's, you know, able to outmuscle a lot of girls down low.
Yeah, definitely. All right, we'll take a look at some of the highlights from Ashley. Just real easy there, getting the steal, bringing it back up. One of the best finishers in the Hockomock, Ashley, so phenomenal job there. Again, the defense causing turnovers, getting easy transition buckets there for Foxborough. So, again, Ashley got pretty much the quickest first step in the league.
She does.
So, unbelievable stuff here. Kicking it out to Ashley. That was a great pass by Shannon, by the way. So great job there. So I'd be interested, Lisa, when you look at kind of the season, do you break it down? Are you a Bill Belichick where it's like, I'm not looking beyond the next game, or do you take it in chunks? Do you look at Hockomock games? How do you look at the season? I think the fans would be interested in that.
Well, this season's a little bit unique to the other seasons. So some of the teams that we're going to face in the Hockomock aren't quite going to challenge us as much as some of the other teams. So even if we win, you know, by 20, 30 points some games, the girls will be probably hate this, but I'll go in the locker room and I'll point out the things that we need to improve upon. You know, if we were to be facing Hopkinton or Oliver Ames, Mansfield, Franklin, any of those teams, if we don't, you know, tweak some of the things that we maybe didn't do quite as sharply in some of the games, we're going to fall flat in our faces against teams like that. And so we can't just, I mean, as much as I tell them we focus on, and I only give them the game plan for the game ahead of us, I'd be crazy to say that I'm not thinking beyond that and thinking maybe next week we have some tough games next week, and then beyond that, you know, we can't get complacent as to where we are.
Right, exactly. And, you know, the Hockomock's a little weird. Like, you know, some years it's really good, some years it's not so good. So you never know, you know, what you're going to get. Ashley, one last question for you. I'd be very interested, and I think the fans would too, as you're going to Adelphi next year. So what was your thought process in that selection of picking Adelphi? It's a D2 school, really good basketball tradition. What was your thoughts there?
Well, the campus is wicked pretty, and I knew the coach beforehand.
Okay, so that's Missy Traversi, right? Okay. So you knew her from like AAU and things like that, so excellent. Have you been down to see some games or anything like that?
Not this season, but I'm planning on heading to some.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Well, I'm sure you're going to do phenomenal down there. So, So you guys got, you know, a little bit of a stretch of games. I mean, I think North Attleboro's down a little bit this year, but you're going to have a tough game against Hopkinton coming up, and then right over the horizon after Taunton, you got Oliver Ames.
Right, and Taunton's actually not, they're doing
Last
much better than they have been.
Okay, this year they're better?
They are.
Okay.
Yep, there's some good shooters in that team, so it's definitely not a team we can look beyond. But it's going to be a tough week next week that would, you know, we just have to just keep on working each practice, you know, focusing on the game at hand. Yeah,
definitely. Okay, great. Well, I appreciate you guys coming by. Unbelievable game, and it's this season's very similar to last season. Last year you lost to Mansfield the first game, and then you made the historic run.
Right.
This year you lost to Quail Cassidy, and now it looks like you're going to make another historical run.
We like that trend.
Yep. Yeah. So great job there. So you guys, good luck on Friday night against North Attleboro. Hopefully more students will show up.
Yeah.
You know.
If they only knew what they were missing
here. I know, exactly. This is like unbelievable fast break basketball. So good luck against North Attleboro, and we'll see you on Friday night.
Great. Thanks, Garrett.
Okay. Yep. No problem.